I want to admit, it's now a part of my morning routine. I read the journalism trade blogs, the Boone County Sheriff's 7 o'clock report, and then I play Wordle. The 5-letter puzzle game challenges players to identify a word through a combination of guessing and process of elimination. You get 6 shots at it, and after that, it's over. At least for the day. Either of you play the game?
I have avoided it. I don't want to get addicted, but I'm old school. I'm a crossword puzzle person. It's how I put myself to sleep when I can't sleep.
I have not tried it. No, I have not tried it yet.
Okay. Why not? What has it been that's kept you away?
I have a 5-year-old.
So one word game is going to keep you from...
We do puzzles and
Okay.
Legos, put together Legos.
Yeah, Legos are very challenging.
Yes, they are.
Well, because one of the things that has really hooked me about this is the idea that you have one puzzle a day. It's not like you can fall down this rabbit hole and keep playing. So for me, it's been kind of a good way to get my brain going in the morning. And I guess the New York Times is kind of hoping there are a whole lot of other people like me buying it for in the low 7 figures to add to its repository of puzzles and games.
You know, this is an interesting thing, and it goes to something we've talked about, which is how do news organizations build up those revenue streams now that classified ads aren't there anymore. A lot of the traditional revenue streams aren't there. And I think it's very clever of the Times, and it fits with their suite. They have a lot of different puzzles. And so I think they already have a readership for that. And so I think it makes a lot of sense. I love the story behind Wordle. Yeah. You know, a guy who invented this for, I think it was his roommate, and it was just kind of a one-off thing he did as a favor for a friend, and he's made the low 7 figures out of it. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it is a great story.
Would you subscribe, though, to a newspaper simply for the access to the puzzles or a puzzle a day? One word puzzle a day.
Probably
to
not.
pay for that. Like, I'm thinking, I don't know that, like, I would break that part of the morning routine if I had to pay to play one game a day.
But I think what they will probably do is package it as part of something and make that appealing. So you get all of the New York Times puzzles, or you get the puzzle plus you get some news. And if that's somebody's gateway drug to solidly reported public service journalism, you go.
That'd be a great way to get more people subscribing.
Absolutely. Yeah. So I think those of us who are in the news business have to think of ways to
draw people in.
Absolutely. Yep. And it's important. It's important for democracy.